Stop spraying ants. Every time you do, you are making the problem worse, and the pest control industry is counting on you to never figure that out. There is a bait trick that collapses entire ant colonies from the inside out, costs almost nothing, and has been sitting in your grocery store this whole time. Here's exactly how it works. Before we get into it, if you are tired of wasting money on products that never fully solve the problem, hit that subscribe button right now. We are building a community of 100,000 Americans who are done getting ripped off, and I do not want you to miss a single video. Now let's get into this. Here's what is actually happening every time you spray ants. You see that trail moving across your kitchen counter, you grab the can, you spray it, the ants die, and you think you handled it. But what you just did is trigger something called colony splitting. The surviving ants detect danger, scatter in multiple directions, and set up new trails inside your walls, behind your baseboards, and under your floors. Within 2 days, you have got the same problem in 3 different spots instead of 1. And here's the thing that really gets me. This is not a side effect the spray companies missed. They know exactly what happens. A product that sends you back to the store every 2 weeks is not a bad product to them. That is a perfect product. But here is where it gets worse. And this is the part most people never find out. Every ant colony has a queen. She is buried deep underground or inside your walls, sometimes several feet down. Completely untouched by anything you spray on the surface, she is producing hundreds of new ants every single day. You can kill every ant you see, and it means absolutely nothing if the queen is still alive. She will replace every single one of them within days. So the only way to actually solve this problem is to get something down to that queen. And the way you do that is not with a spray can. But before I show you exactly how, there is one mistake almost every homeowner makes when they first try this method, and it makes the whole thing completely useless. I will show you exactly what that mistake is in just a moment. First, let me show you what you need. Go to any grocery store and grab a box of borax. You will find it in the laundry aisle right next to the detergents. It is a natural mineral that has been used in American homes for over 100 years. Then grab powdered sugar. That is it. 2 ingredients that most Americans already have sitting in their home right now. Mix 1 part borax with 3 parts powdered sugar. So if you use 1 teaspoon of borax, you mix it with 3 teaspoons of powdered sugar. Stir them together until they are fully combined. That is your bait. Simple as that. The powdered sugar is the lure. Ants are hardwired to chase sweet food and carry it straight back to the colony. The borax is the weapon. But here is what makes this completely different from any spray you have ever used. Borax does not kill ants instantly. It works slowly over 24 to 48 hours. And that slow kill is exactly what you want, because the ant that picks up your bait does not die on the spot. It carries it back to the nest, feeds it to the other workers, the larvae, and eventually the queen herself. The whole colony gets it. Within a few days, the entire nest collapses from the inside out. Now here is that mistake I promised you. And this one is critical, so do not skip past this part. Most people put out way too much borax in the mixture. If the concentration is too high, ants will detect something is wrong and they will completely avoid it. They will walk right past your bait like it is not even there. 3 parts sugar to 1 part. Borax is the ratio that works. Sweet enough to be completely irresistible. Slow acting enough that they carry it all the way back to the queen before anything happens to them. Get that ratio wrong and you will sit there wondering why the ants are ignoring your bait entirely. Now once you have your mixture ready, here is exactly how to set it up. And there is a right way and a wrong way to do this. Take a few bottle caps or small pieces of cardboard, anything flat and shallow. Place about 1 teaspoon of your mixture on each one. Put these stations directly along the ant trails you can see, along your baseboards, under the kitchen sink, near windows and doors where they are coming in, along the edge of your patio outside. You are intercepting the foraging ants on their regular routes and letting them find the bait naturally. Now here's the second mistake that kills this entire method. And I see homeowners do this every single time and it drives me crazy. Do not spray anything near your bait stations. I know it is hard to watch ants walking around your kitchen and not reach for that can, but the moment you spray near those stations you scatter the colony, break up the trail, and your bait sits there completely untouched. Let them find it. Let them eat it. Let them carry it home. That trail you are watching moving across your floor is not the enemy right now. That trail is your delivery system straight to the queen. Leave it alone and let it work. Now if you have pets or kids at home, I know exactly what you are thinking right now. And this next part is important, so stay with me. Borax is not a harsh chemical. It is a naturally occurring mineral that has been sitting in American laundry rooms for generations. Long before the pest control industry started selling you expensive sprays and annual contracts, American families were handling pest problems with simple natural solutions that actually worked. The concentration in this bait is extremely low. Your dog or your cat would have to consume a very large amount of raw borax powder to experience any kind of reaction at all. At the levels in your bait stations, it is completely safe for your entire household. That said, place your stations in spots that are accessible to ants but out of easy reach of pets and small children. Under appliances, behind furniture, along baseboards behind cabinets. Simple and smart placement is all it takes. Now here's the part that surprises almost every homeowner when they try this for the first time. When you first put out your bait stations, you are going to see more ants than before, a lot more. And most people panic when this happens and immediately think the method is not working. That is the biggest mistake you can make at this stage. More ants on the bait means more ants carrying it back to the colony. That surge in activity is the method working exactly as it should. Do not touch it. Do not spray. Do not move the stations. Within 3 to 5 days, you will see activity start dropping noticeably. Within 2 weeks, in most cases, the colony is completely gone and those trails have disappeared entirely. 2 honest things before you go. First, this method works extremely well on the most common ant species found in American homes, including odorous house ants, pavement ants, little black ants, and Argentine ants. For fire ants it works but takes a little longer because fire ant colonies run deeper and larger than most common household species. Second, if you are seeing ants coming from multiple locations inside your walls at once, the bait will still work, but the timeline will be longer. In a severe infestation, combining this method with a professional inspection to locate the main colony will get you to a resolution faster. Borax bait has been documented in pest management research for decades. It is effective, it is affordable, and it works on the actual source of the problem instead of just the surface. The reason most American homeowners have never tried it comes down to one simple fact. A product that costs a couple of dollars and permanently solves the problem does not generate repeat customers. The spray can that sends you back to the hardware store every 2 weeks does. And that is exactly the way they want to keep it. Think about how many summers you have spent dealing with the same ant problem over and over again, buying the same sprays, calling the same companies, getting the same temporary results. That cycle was never going to end on its own because nobody on the other side of that transaction had any reason to end it for you. But now you have got something different. You have got the actual method that goes after the source. 2 ingredients from your grocery store, the right ratio, and a little patience. That is genuinely all it takes to solve a problem that has been costing American homeowners hundreds of dollars every single year. If this video helped you out, hit that like button right now and share it with a neighbor or a family member who has been dealing with ants all summer long. You might just save them a couple $100s. Drop a comment below and tell me where you are watching from and whether ants have been a problem in your home this year. I read every single comment. Click the next video on your screen for more real solutions that actually fix the problem. Subscribe to Clem Reveals if you have not already because we are just getting started and there is a lot more coming. Take care. I will see you in the next one.